Womansplaining, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. WooSplaining, WooSplaining, WooSplaining. Mansplaining is where we walk through, hey, how do we go from a bad FICO score to a platinum, platinum, American Express? Woosplaining how to use Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax so that way we can understand deeply understood, deeply understood credit knowledge. Womansplaining is where we mansplain as if we're a woman, as if we're a man, how three credit bureaus keep our sanity intact. Three credit bureaus, they form an oligopoly. Three credit bureaus, they are a legal oligopoly to compile credit information on us. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Your FICO score is a determinant of how likely you are to pay off your car loan, your credit card debts, your school loan. By woosplaining, what we're accomplishing is reverse engineering how a credit score used to be used against us. Now it's going to be used for us. That's why I brought in a very helpful and friendly bumblebee, because we're connecting and buzzing and pollinating and augmenting not our boobs, but our FICO score, which is more attractive than having ginormous silicon breast implants. This is going to be the breast January ever. Kind of like the best January ever. It's just going to be the breast January ever. Look, look, breast Christmas ever, giving you 2026 days of Christmas via WooSplaining, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. WooSplaining like we're mansplaining, as if we're a man pretending to be a woman, walking you through what a man will no longer explain to you. You never should have said mansplaining. Now no one understands poop ball. Good thing for you, you're meeting transgender Larry Chang, woo-splaining to you Experian TransFax, which is fax as in Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. You see, those are the three credit bureaus that form an oligopoly. An oligopoly is where small number of companies control everything. We are going to control the three companies that control us. Who's watching and not connecting? That's okay, because we are going to get you on your way after these three sentences, which are these. Good morning, good morning. These are three sentences. It's as tight as can possibly be, which is entering into the best January ever. Not the best year ever, but the best or breast January ever. The three credit bureaus, they want to reject your ability to add positive information to the three credit bureaus. The business model of credit bureaus is to broker negative information about people. The three credit bureaus are not trying to spread the good cheer. This is why, for you, this is going to be the best January ever. Is 2026 going to encompass a Christmas that's the best Christmas ever? Yes. Because even if you're thinking about borrowing money for a boob job in order to have the best Christmas ever, You're going to need to reduce the interest cost. How do we do that? By uniting the positive information that we propagate. Think of the three credit bureaus as propaganda. Think of mainstream media as disseminating news that is not exactly accurate. Would you like an mRNA vaccine that's completely experimental? Are you getting bee stings, my friend? Gabriella Anderson said, "Hey, how are you? We're WooSplaining, as in womansplaining, as if we're a man pretending to be a woman. My pronouns right now are in flux. What is not in flux is the business model of Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You see, their business model is negative information and brokering it. You see, we as Experian TransFax have a joke company. It's called EXP TransFax. Trans is in making transgender insight transgender. It's a man pretending to be a woman, pretending to be a man, pretending to be a woman, pretending to be a man. Because these jokes are 100% true, but they're meant to help you understand that these truths, these credit truths, they're coming from inside the credit industry. Those phone calls in the horror movie, they're coming from bum 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 inside the house. Those truths are coming from inside the house. What house is this? It's deeply understanding credit knowledge. It's doing a turnaround. It may or may not be pink depending on your settings because we're woo-splaining, woman-splaining. And while we're women-splaining, we want to thank we want to thank the people that thank us. We want to thank the people that thank us, which is thank you for thank you for thank you for your thank yous. Thank you for your thank yous. Oh, thank you for your thank yous, which is how many gift cards are you getting? Thank you for your thank yous. Gift, GYFT. Is it pink? Oh, you can get me a gift card in any color that you would like. I'm a little bit confused. Woosplaining. While we're womansplaining, let's grab some green tea for ourselves. We'd like to thank Davidson's. We'd like to thank Davidson's for jasmine green tea. You know you've made it in this world when you're a Chinese person on YouTube talking about Experian TransUnion Equifax freely, being able to freely talk from inside the oligopolies as the fourth credit bureau, taking down three credit bureaus because we're woo-splaining the fact that we don't have to just go to civil war against a man. We don't have to go to civil war against ourselves. We can just go to war against the company that already owns us. That's civil war, right? We want to destroy some stuff. This is us destroying the best January ever by DJing a piece of trash from December. Do you like my piece of trash? I know. I know. Obviously, I did not wear that because that is for women. I would never wear women's stuff while talking to women because this is the breast YouTube live ever. I almost said the breast Christmas ever. I almost said breast Christmas ever. I wish I could describe how delicious breast green tea ever. Breast, breast, breast. Larry, why do you keep saying breast? It's because my phone number ends in boob, 8 boob. Not 8, the number 8 boob, boob, 8008. ATE as in 283 650 283 8008. Would you like to look at my double platinum credit cards? Would you like to look at double platinum? Gold is going up in price. Gold is a gold record. Platinum is slightly better than gold. Platinum Rolex, which is WooSplaining, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. It's a business model to broker negative information. Don't get mad at the people who are selling incorrect information and correct information about your spending habits. Don't get mad. Don't also sell negative information about your comrades, because we're headed into socialism, communism. We don't want to sell negative information. We want to, without consent and with consent, force in positive information to the 3 credit bureaus. The 3 credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they lie and say, we broker all information. No, you're trying to sell lies. You're trying to sell truths. Lies are truths. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax are trying to be gossipy little bitches that make up slander, and then because slander happens, there's real damage. Oh, did I do damage? Oh, did I do that? It's a uniquely feminine, gossipy rumor mill. It's a mill of rumors. It's called your credit report. By doing damage to other women, women hate other women. By doing damage to other credit reports, the credit bureaus, they actually hate you. Nadi Shadana breathing. The credit bureaus can't stop you from mouth taping your mouth closed while sleeping perfect circadian rhythm. That's what we do on my channel. I'm Larry Chang. Page 42, James Nestor, breathe. The reason it's the best January ever is because we're doing 2,000 and over 2,000 days of the breast Christmas ever. It's January 12, 11. It's January 11. We're just rocketing ahead. Rocketing ahead in time. Rocketing ahead in time because we're explaining WooSplaining. We're not mansplaining. The reason we should have been mansplaining the whole time is you men, you kind of talk a lot and you kind of know a lot and you're really good at turning stuff around. I'm enjoying your energy a lot, Larry. Frankie has chimed in to say hello. I'm in the business model of modeling women's underwear. That would be actually part of my content that's coming up. It's a hot box. It's a hot box, which is Victoria's Secret. I'm in the business model of modeling women's underwear, says Frankie. Frankie also says, I'm enjoying a lot of your energy, Larry. Cool. We're WooSplaining. You can join in. you might want to tape your penis all the way back to the high end of your butt crack, because we are walking through what Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax would do, is report on sexual orientation. I cannot make this up. Yes, TransUnion, yes, Equifax, yes, Experian would, in the old days, house your information to determine who is oriented towards which way. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Is it not is it not taped? Is it not taped? Because the three credit bureaus, they don't want your positive information. Let's quickly determine how we're going to forcibly insert our being into the conversation of three credit bureaus, accepting our positive information. They're not going to consent, but then legally they have to take it. This is WooSplaining, Experian. You see, TransUnion, they don't want your positive credit data. This is, I like to dress up in women's underwear that Frankie talks about. Positive credit data coming from Victoria's Secret. Positive credit data coming from Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret, they don't say no to your horrendous credit score. It feels like it might be as low as 700. It feels like it could be as low as 600, 500, 400, or even 150. This is why Victoria's Secret will still lend you $600. I don't understand why she doesn't reach back there. I don't understand that. Is this reach under? Is this you don't have a penis? Is this mansplain to me your joke? Because when you say she don't reach back there, I'm confused. I'm confused. It is. It is long enough because it's an inside out vagina. It's a ginormous labia. It does go all the way back there. Do you not know how anatomy works? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool that you could be rocking a micro penis, which is smaller than a bean. No judgments. All are welcome. We're still talking about Victoria's Secret. So you said I like to wear women's underwear. That's cool. That's cool. Which is, let's look at a women's underwear dealer called Victoria's Secret brokering women's underwear, which is the business model for Victoria's Secret. They'll lend you $600 because their cost of goods selling is low. It's super low. This is Victoria's Secret's business model, is they'll sell you a bra, let's say $600 worth of bra. $600 worth of bra that they lend you, it only costs Victoria's Secret maybe $40. Which is lending you $600, but it only cost 60, 50, or $40. It only costs 60, 50, or $40 to lend you $600. So after they lend you $20, you can pay you can pay it off. When you pay off a $20 loan every month, you charge $5, you pay $5. Now you've made an on-time payment. An on-time payment is credit code 1. So you just have 24 perfect on time payments of $5. You see, the credit bureaus don't make a distinction whether or not you pay $5 on time or $5 million on time. Just so long as you charged $5 and then paid $5 per month on time. The credit bureaus can't tell if you're doing $20 million paid on time or $20 paid on time. You just get a credit code 1. You get 24 ones in a row, and that's how your FICO score spikes higher. Is you're pumping in positive information to the 3 credit bureaus: TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. The reason this is WooSplaining is the fact that if you're borrowing money to do boob augmentation, you can use a Victoria's Secret credit card plus one other trade line, one other Visa MasterCard, to artificially inflate and pump up your cup size when it comes to credit score. So you're pumping up your credit score before you get pumped up in order to get more distribution. Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret is kind of on my poop list because their products are not that quality for the price. Do you see how you're agreeing with me? Because we're using Victoria's Secret, their crap product, as a springboard. Think of it as monkey branching from Victoria's Secret to a Mercedes car loan that's less expensive. You see, Mercedes, when they lend you money, they're going to want their money back. But Victoria's Secret, when they lend you money, they're actually lending you not money, they're lending you product. They're lending you product. They're lending you product. Thank you for telling me that this is a genius schematic. Thank you for telling me that this is a street smart protocol. Because every time I see Victoria's Secret, I don't see underwire that's going to be popping out of a 34C or 36B or 42A cup. I don't think that. What I think is I'm going to WooSplain in a YouTube live. I'm going to WooSplain. WooSplain, WooSplain. You have achieved status. You have achieved status. I hope you, I hope you, I hope you, I hope you enjoy your status. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to take YouTube live status, social media status, and we're trying to ratchet up our ratchet credit score by elevating our real world status. Would you like an American Express Platinum card? Would you like an American Express Platinum card that then helps you attend New York Fashion Week sitting in the front row? I'm sitting in the front row. You can look at the back of my head, but at least you'd be at New York Fashion Week. Larry, did you just say that you're not going to let me sit in the front row? Yeah. I'll get you in the building, but you're not sitting in the front row. You're not hot enough. Me? I am hot enough. I am hot enough. That's okay that you think that sitting in the front row is a trap, because you see those models, they're not really liking me for me. They're liking me for my credit score, if you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Larry, is it true what they say about Chinese guys that your credit score are super high? This is how we're taking APIs. You see, this is a piece of trash. This is a piece of trash. We're DJing this piece of trash into 2 other pieces of not trash. This is Bumble BFF. This is 300 West 44th Street in New York City, in the theater district, really close to New York Fashion Week, which is DJing Victoria's Secret to the Intercontinental, to a restaurant that's Bumblebee themed, to a Bumblebee restaurant to determine, did we just become BFF, which is Bumble Friends Forever? We're not needing a dating app to be best friends. We're repurposing a piece of trash called Bumble. You see, Bumble is actually going to be worth less than this piece of trash. The stock has fallen 96%. Whitney Wolf. Are you going to WooSplain Whitney Wolf? I will. Whitney Wolf, she started a dating app. People aren't fornicating using her dating app. When people get on dating apps and people don't have sex, people get pissed. People get pissed. Larry, are we stacking wins right now? Oh, oh, we're stacking so many wins. You're going to think you're at NYU. You're going to think you're at NYU. You're going to think you're at NYU at New York Fashion Week. You're going to think you're going to Stern School of Business, but instead of just going to business school, you're going to be having a vacation. That's what business school is. This is why we're stacking wins. This is why we're stacking wins with WooSplaining stacking credit code ones. WooSplaining, Womansplaining, Experian Trade Union, Equifax. WooSplaining, Womansplaining, the fact that if we can just cram in 2 years worth of on time payments using 2 credit lines, we're going to go from a crap FICO score or a virgin FICO score to a FICO score of 780 to 810. Credit virgin, meaning 17.9 years old, no credit, credit virgin, virginal as the driven snow, to a FICO score in 24 on time payments of 2 credit lines, Victoria's Secret plus a Bank of America credit card that you get at 530 Lytton Street, 2 years of making payments of $5 to $20 per month, not skipping any months, charging zero and paying zero. That's not on time. That's not good credit. Charging $11, paying $11, that is good credit. You should probably pay off your credit card every Thursday. If you pay it off every month, there's a risk of, oh, I forgot. Paying it off every Thursday turns your credit card into a debit card. Is this not the most valuable video ever? Brought to you by the person who uses LinkedIn as her dating app. Instacart. Instacart is my dating app. Segment number 2. You see, what we're doing here is we're actually woo-splaining to a person. You're going to need to sell a Braun power cord 7030458. Why have you not sold one copy of Limitless, which would be chapter 4, chapter 14? Why will you not ask yourself some empowering questions, which is, hey, I've watched 400 Larry Chang YouTube lives. Why have I not made $4? Am I woo-splaining the fact that Larry Chang came up with a joke credit bureau called ExpTransFax, ExpTransFax? ExpertTransFax. Ooh, I like that. Why am I the only one getting better here? Because you won't go to the library to get a book Limitless. You won't. You just can't. Can't stop, won't stop, Chang stop from trying to help you because you're Retarded. Duck D's. I know. Coming into a women's room, listening to WooSplaining, WooSplaining Instacart as my dating app. Roger A 2415D. You should get Experian. Did you send me a gift card? Did you send me a gift card? Oh, I'm never going to open it. Thank you for the thought. You should just send me a. I'm surprised people don't just send me a blank gift card. Instacart. 7 top picks and bullshit won't cut it. Oh my God. This is perfectly for all of you guys. Seven, 7 picks and bullshit. It's not going to cut it anymore. This I'm reading, but this applies to all you guys. I'm reading this, but this applies to all you guys. Let me repeat that because you're going to think that I just came up with that off the cuff. 7 bullshit picks won't cut it. Think about that. That's been your social media practice up until now, is a bullshit profile name with a bullshit effort, with a bullshit demeanor, with a bullshit set of goals. Oh my God. Although I could woo-splain everything, having me having me go off the rails to go into latent space is your your female brain off the rails. Why don't you expand on a prior on some of that genius stuff I laid the track for? Remember, this is woo-splaining. This is not woo destroying our own attention span. Flick all the boxes. Sorry, I can't trick my audience to be vagina curious, but vagina curious. You see, a Netflix comedy special involves an interruption of heterosexual programming with completely non sequitur gay homo Hail Marys. That's just what happens during a Netflix TV show. Randomly, two dudes start making out, and you're like, is this the message? Or put a pin in that. We're about to do something amazing. The insight that we're sitting on is the fact that interwoven messages are being shoved towards our psychological psyche. Similar to how Netflix is pumping a message into our brain, ditto our algorithm, ditto what we're trying to do to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, where we're interweaving a future version of ourselves that's going to one, pay less money when it comes to interest, two, higher credit score, no risk required, three, manipulate the money that goes into our bank account because we're understanding for the first time these two concepts: risk mitigation, risk minimization, risk elimination, along with pattern recognition, pattern repetition, pattern iteration. Let me repeat those. You can clip it. It's up to you. Risk mitigation, risk minimization, risk elimination. Is this Strain GT 353 edition 6? It is. You see, I'm doing the pattern recognition where you can finally WooSplain to your friends what Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax are doing to you. You can also WooSplain, mansplain, which is the pattern recognition that I'm dropping in a Larry Chang YouTube live video, where we then do pattern recognition, pattern repetition, pattern iteration. You see, if we delegate pattern recognition to this guy, we can just focus on the low risk, easy tasks where we just pattern repeat, and pattern iterate. This is why all of my things have a genius hashtag. All we're doing with the hashtag is the patterns have already been recognized. Use Victoria's Secret's crap products for your purpose. If you think it's a crap product, that's cool. This is how to WooSplain. This is how to WooSplain your way to a higher credit score. No new law required. HR 627, HR 3719, HR 57, HR 5719, HR 3606, HR 627. You don't have to wait for Larry Chang to pass another law. This is explaining to you one line of code, which is I'm telling you what the line of I'm telling you to pattern repetition. I'm telling you to do pattern iteration. I've already done the pattern recognition. pattern recognition, people are notoriously horrible at understanding what is going to go on next. Explain the world to me like you're using hockey, football, basketball, baseball. We want to win at the next game, the next set of rules. That's the pattern recognition. Your red pill is causing you to be a black pill, and now you're demoralized. At least you're watching a productive video on a Monday. At least that, right? Because the pattern recognition is you're lost. You don't know what to do. But gosh, this knowledge seems amazing. It seems delicious. I'm going to drop Larry a super chat. HR 627 is the card act, which is me, Larry Chang, Barack Obama. That would be a president that was half black, half white, but somehow not black enough for anybody. HR 627, which is you want to swallow 1,000 more red pills and then have it be an orange pill or just one orange pill. That's pattern recognition. My red pill has become black. You should send me $800 for a Bible. That's hilarious. Why is that hilarious? Because pattern recognition is what I'm doing. The free Bibles weren't working. That's pattern recognition. The free advice I was giving you, it is working. Pretend like you had to spend $2.1 million. Have I pitched you on my newsletter? You see, my newsletter is going to be an email that you write to yourself because I've been reading your emails. You're not a seventh grader. And that's okay because this is all done at the seventh grade level, which is pattern recognition, pattern repetition, pattern iteration. PI. You want to delegate the pattern recognition to a genius Chinese guy. You are just doing the reps. You are just doing the iterations. Have I prescribed something for you already? Yeah. It's called Sell One Bible for $800. I'm not fucking joking. It's called Two Girls, One Cup of Knowledge. It's some new thing, which is two people in a Bible study plus me cold open Yahtzeeing, which is called Two Bibles, Three People, which is risk mitigation, risk elimination. The power of the three-way. Ed Chen, Bruce Wang, Larry Chang. The power of three Chinese dudes who basically look exactly alike. John Teo, Tim Chang, Larry Chang. Did I mansplain enough for a woman to understand? For then a woman to then explain to other women? I think I did. I'll see you in the next live that starts in 22 seconds.